Hey friends, it's Michael. In today's video, I'm going to ramble a little tiny bit about a couple of different topics, I think. First of all, I wanted to say that I'm not really I don't feel like a content creator. I'm not an influencer or anything along those lines, or at least I don't think I am. So I'm just kind of putting this out there to my very small number of subscribers who may or may not watch this. I think I'm going to talk a little bit about feeling isolated in the hobby community because I've been feeling that pretty hard for the last couple of days. So this deals a little tiny bit with the new Horus Heresy edition that's coming up fairly soon. Last week on Thursday, they previewed some of the new Praetor miniatures, including the Imperial Fists Praetor, Iron Fists, what am I saying here? And there was a little bit of pushback. A lot of people didn't like his design, the way the miniature was designed. I thought it looked great. I still think it looks great. But I will say that hearing so many people who I thought would like the miniature and who I thought were excited about the new edition, kind of shouting negativity, I guess I'm going to say. I think that's probably a good phrase for it. Being very vocal with their dislike of the miniature has kind of made me less excited about the new edition. That's not to say that I don't really like the miniature. I think he's really cool. I'm excited to possibly add one to my army at some point. But I think this kind of echoed that feeling of being on the outside of a community, whether that's the painting community, the hobby community, the Games Workshop community, the miniature painter community, the Horus Heresy community. Pick any number of those, because a lot of the time, as somebody who spends a lot of time on social media, I feel like I'm on the outside of those groups, just kind of looking in. Sometimes I hear from people. Sometimes I get some engagement on my posts. A lot of the time I don't. And so it feels a little bit weird sometimes. It feels weird. It feels lonely. I don't know exactly how to fix that, if there is a fix or a solution of some kind. So yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to think about in that regard. Because I think a lot of the time I tend to have very different views on the hobby in general, whether that is wargaming, competitive versus casual play, painting miniatures, miniature design, engaging with other people online, just the entire umbrella spectrum of the hobby, quote unquote. Because obviously the hobby is whatever you want to make of it, right? In theory. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking out loud here a little bit. So back to that recent preview that Warhammer Official did. So a lot of people that I thought would be interested in the miniature and in this new edition seem to be shouting, maybe not shouting, but there's a vocal element of dislike to some of the new Horus Heresy stuff. Like I said, that kind of over the last couple of days has killed a lot of my excitement for the new edition of Horus Heresy, which is really disappointing to me. Because again, it's my hobby. I should be the one who decides what to get excited about and what not to get excited about. But when a lot of your friends and peers aren't as excited as you are, it can be hard to carry on that excitement, especially since a lot of the negativity often sort of drowns out the more positive voices. And I think it's one of those social media things where negativity kind of just like gets more reach and more engagement than positivity does, which is really unfortunate. And I'm not sure yet if I'm going to throw some sort of some sort of clickbait title on this video in order to get more people watching. But yeah, so my excitement has been a little dimmed a little bit by all of that. But yeah, so today at least it's making me think about that whole aspect of being on the outside of a certain community and only rarely feeling like I'm actually part of that community. And yeah, it's tough to deal with. It can be hard to deal with because, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just not good at talking to people. I guess that could entirely be it. But yeah, so I think part of it is that I've been feeling on the outside, so to speak. And I've been posting a lot of pictures from older army books and codexes, and a lot of Warhammer 3rd edition stuff, a lot of Warhammer Fantasy here and there, and a lot of people seem to like that sort of thing, but there's less engagement whenever I post miniatures that I've finished, which is fine. People are free to like what they want or not like what they don't want. But I also don't want to exclusively be the Oldhammer guy. As cool as Oldhammer is, like, don't get me wrong, I also kind of want to be known for, hey, this guy does a lot of cool orcs, or this guy does a lot of cool Alpha Legion. This guy has a YouTube channel where sometimes he rambles to the camera about things that he has strong feelings on. That sort of thing. So in that context, yeah, I'm a multifaceted person. We're going to adjust this camera here for a second because it's wobbling a lot on this little tripod gorilla pod thing. It's not all that stable, but that's cool. So yeah, I don't know how the rest of everybody else deals with these types of things. Maybe it's just me. I don't know if I have like a close friend group or anything that I can like discuss this stuff with. It's because of the pandemic. It's not like, okay, literally just had an Amber Alert pop up on my smartphone and stop the video, and naturally caused me to lose my entire train of thought. I think a little part of where I'm going with this is that I don't know what direction to take this YouTube channel in. I don't know what kind of content creator I would like to be. I feel like my painting skills aren't good enough to do painting tutorials. I don't have the equipment to film painting tutorials. I don't know if anybody's interested in videos along the lines of, here's what I painted this week. Take a look at this miniature that's not finished yet because I'm a super slow painter, but it's on my desk so you can look at it. Right. I don't know if I want to do this sort of Uncle Adam tabletop minions sit and chat type of thing. I don't know if anybody's interested in listening to me talk for 10 minutes at a time about a variety of subjects. I don't know if I'm knowledgeable enough about the history of Games Workshop or war games in general, or Warhammer 40k in specific, to do lore and background type videos like Arbiter Ian is doing. Go check out his channel, please, because he is amazing, and he knows his stuff. I don't know if I want to... I don't know, what other videos are there that I could possibly do? I can't do battle reports because I don't have a home gaming table. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. My closest friends are 2 hours and probably 45 minutes away in opposite directions of where I'm currently living. I'm in the South, and the game store doesn't have mask mandates in play, and I know that my anxiety would just kill me if I went to go spend an entire day at the game store with a ton of people not wearing masks. So that's not going to happen anytime soon. So I don't know what direction to take this channel in. Who knows? And I guess at this point we are still small enough, we being me, because I'm the only one behind the camera, we're still small enough to where I could basically just do whatever I wanted with this tiny little thing. So today you get a really weird, rambly video about how I'm feeling lonely and isolated in the hobby, and I'm not sure how to change that anytime soon. And the partial topic of the new edition of Horus Heresy, which I'm excited about, but at the same point in time, we're also in that weird limbo window where we're getting miniature previews. It'll be at least a month or two before the edition is actually released. And in the meantime, there's almost no point in doing any sort of hobby or any sort of list planning until the new edition is out, because I don't know what to plan for. Are the assault marines that I'm currently working on going to be completely underpowered in the new edition? I have no idea. So yeah, there's a lot of frustration. There's a lot of stuff up in the air that I don't know about. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to talk to you guys. I guess I'm better when I have a script written out, but at the same point in time, I'm a little bit intimidated by just how much text it takes in order to translate into a 10-minute video. I've tried to go for that. It is a lot of writing, my friends. It is a lot of writing. I would like to review the new edition when it does finally drop. I don't know if I have the hobby budget right now in order to actually pick up any of the new box sets or the rule book or the trader book or the loyalist book, and roll on, you kind of see where I'm going with this. So it's up in the air. I guess we'll see at some point. In the meantime, please enjoy this all over the place content. Let me know if you have any thoughts or comments. Do the usual thing. Like and subscribe. Share this with your grandma. Do the whole thing where you comment first in the comments, because apparently that helps the algorithm for some reason or whatever. I don't understand how any of this works. I'm going to go back to possibly painting bonding studs on Mark V armor now, and I will see you guys next time.